They call me Squirrel.
Who the hell is this guy? He's handsome. What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It's your boy the Squirrel, and I got a little video for you today. It is Mickey Flanagan Monday, but Mickey Flanagan got blocked again. I think we're just going to put Mickey back out at pasture whenever I get a chance to get one unblocked, because all his videos are getting crushed lately. I haven't had a good video that's been easy in a while. I got 7 different videos right now that are sitting crushed and blocked. One of them was awesome, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope I get it unblocked. But I also have been wanting to do this video, a couple other ones about British cuisine, things like that. So I figured I would definitely get this one done for Monday. This is the top 10 British foods that confuse the rest of the world. But it's food, right? We can all agree that food's good, so let's go. Let's do some food, right? If it's the first time here, hit the subscription button. Here we go. It is time for top 10 British foods that confuse the rest of the world.
For this list, we're looking at British foods that baffle foreign visitors, either because their names are misleading or because
awesome.
Their ingredients are so unusual, it's a wonder anyone would choose to eat them.
Haggis?
Number 10, Scotch Eggs.
I don't think I should have eaten that Scotch egg.
Is that egg with the sausage wrapped around it? Never mind, not important.
This popular British snack consists of a
I've had
hard-boiled egg
this.
enclosed in sausage meat and breadcrumbs. London's Fortnum and Mason department store supposedly invented them in 1738, although other sources claim they originated in Yorkshire.
There was a bar near me when I lived in Florida that opened up called McAllister's, and it was an awesome place. This band called the Windbreakers used to play there, and they played like typical Irish pub music, which was cool. And they served Scotch eggs, and I would go in there and eat like 3 or 4 of them. I'd eat more, but they were like $6 a piece. But they were so good. Oh, loved them.
The earliest recipe for Scotch eggs, at least in print, dates back to 1809, which recommended they be served hot with gravy, though they can equally be eaten cold as a picnic food. The taste of Scotch eggs can vary depending on where you eat them as well, with different UK regions using their own local sausages in the dish.
So good.
Michael, would you like a miniature Scotch egg?
Oh, not for me, pet. I've got myself a steak and kidney pie.
Number 9, deep fried Mars
Steak and
bars.
kidney pie.
This nation brought the world television, the steam engine, golf, whiskey,
Mars bar.
penicillin, and of course, the deep-fried Mars bar.
You'll find many unusual foods on a British chip shop menu, from curry sauce to mushy peas, but surely none is stranger than a deep-fried Mars bar. These calorie-laden snacks are made by dipping a chilled Mars bar into the batter normally used for frying fish, because chocolate isn't fattening enough on its own, right? The snack was apparently invented as a novelty item in the Haven Chip Bar in Scotland before growing in popularity. What will people think of frying next? Pizza? Oh no, wait, they've already done that.
I've had deep fried Oreos, deep fried ice cream, and deep fried Snickers bars, but not a Mars bar. But I know exactly what road you're running down here, folks, and I'm running right behind you.
Glasgow, perhaps the least healthy food ever sold, is the deep-fried pork sausage kebab.
Number 8, black pudding. It might have pudding in the name, but most people will be disappointed if they got served this for dessert. This sausage is typically made from a mixture of congealed pig's blood, lard, and oatmeal, and is usually eaten fried on toast or as part of a full English breakfast.
There's black puddings in it. Black puddings are no good to us.
Lemon cheesecake, it is not. Black pudding is most likely to have originated from times of hardship, when butchers would use every last part of an animal for food. And whilst it might not be to everyone's taste, it was acclaimed as a superfood in 2016.
What are the white chips that are in it? I don't know what that is. And I've had blood sausage before, but it was not that color. It was like a dark red, but it was definitely red, more red than this. There's a place locally here that sells it. I've only tried it once. I was a young kid. I don't remember not liking it. I think I liked it. We had that and potato sausage, which is really good. But what are the white flakes in here? It looks like like white chocolate chips, maybe.
Number 7, mince pies. Originally, these short crust pastry pies were made with real mincemeat, but nowadays the filling is a mixture of dried fruit, peel, and the type of animal fat called suet. Eaten at Christmas, the pies are commonly spiced with cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg to represent the gifts presented to Jesus by the 3 wise men.
Never had them.
Visitors to the UK are often put off by this dessert's name, but that's not
But they
necessarily
sound
a bad
amazing.
thing, is it? It just means that there's more left for the rest of us.
Mince pie, anyone? Yeah.
Number 6, bubble and squeak.
Bubble and squeak.
What is that?
Piping hot.
This traditionally British dish is typically made from the leftovers of the equally traditional Sunday roast. Potatoes and cabbage are its core ingredients, but other
Bubble and
vegetables can be
squeak.
added, such as carrots and Brussels sprouts. The possibilities are pretty much endless here. The potatoes are mashed into the cooked cabbage, then fried in a pan and eaten hot. The name Bubble and Squeak is said to come from the sound the ingredients make while they are cooking in the pan, and not from the effect they have on the diner's stomach when they reach it.
Okay, two things, real quick. I don't like Jamie Oliver. There, I said it. I don't know what it is about the guy. It's just his personality falls flat with me. That's all. Not a bad guy, probably. Not a bad chef, probably. I just usually, if he's on, I change the channel. There's something about him. Anyways, that's beside the point. I find this Bubble and Squeak to be a great idea. I've never had it. I've never had mince pie either, but it sounds great. But Bubble and Squeak is like it's to me, it's kind of like for us growing up. My dad would always make concoctions. He called them. He'd be like, "Oh, what do we have for dinner? Oh, I'll have a concoction." Oh, great. Concoction was basically whatever was left in the fridge. He'd make it into some kind of dish, fry it all together, or stuff it in a pie shell, or I mean, it's kind of the same concept. You're using what's left over so that you stretch your food and stretch your money. I like the idea.
5. Toad in the Hole. Yorkshire pudding, a humble batter made from eggs, flour and milk or water, was voted the top British regional dish in 2016, beating
Still wanna
Cornish
try
pasties and scones and cream. Or is that scones? But Toad in the Hole only increases the delicious factor by adding sausages to the dish. As for the origins of its admittedly pretty left field name, some people suggest that frogs were once included in the dish, and others that the finished meal looks a bit like toad submerged in mud. And honestly, what could be more appetizing
That
than
looks
that?
Does
awesome.
Toad offend you?
No, but sausage in the hole sounds fantastic.
Number 4.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, especially when you pour the brown gravy on it.
Steak and kidney pie. Steak in a pie? Sounds great. The kidneys, though, take a bit more explaining. Of course,
Kidney
offal
beans?
is hardly unique to
I
Britain.
hate kidney beans.
When you consider, though, that the function of an animal's kidney is to produce urine, it makes it particularly hard to see why anyone would spoil a steak pie by adding them into it. In Victorian times, oysters were used instead to bulk out the pie, but when shellfish prices rose, kidneys took their place. And surprisingly, the pies are still hugely popular in Britain, not least on football stadium
it's actually steak and
terraces.
kidney. I bet it's good.
Kidney pie, steak.
Who the hell is this guy? He's handsome. It's real kidney. Oh, now, see, when I first heard it, I thought it was kidney beans. Like, this sounds good now.
Kidney pie.
Number 3. Spotted dick. Britain has more than its fair share
How much? What's that? It says it on the spotted dick. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
of unusual desserts, with bread and butter pudding providing a particularly perfect example. But nothing raises eyebrows quite like the sweet suet pudding known as spotted dick. The spotted part of the name comes from the dried fruits added to the dish, but the dick part is more of a mystery, and it is hard to think of a more off-putting name for an after-dinner treat. Owing to this, in 2018, the dessert was reportedly renamed Spotted Richard in the Houses of Commons restaurant to spare diners' blushes.
That looks nothing like my spotted dick.
Number 2. Haggis. The national dish of Scotland, this savoury pudding is made from the minced heart, liver and lungs
I so want to try haggis.
of a sheep, together with oatmeal and suet. It used to be boiled in the sheep's own stomach, but nowadays it is usually cooked in an artificial casing instead. It may look like something created for a dare, yet fans of the dish
Oh,
compare
looks
its taste
amazing
to
is what it
peppery
looks
meatloaf.
like. Wow.
Americans in particular seem confused by this food, with a 2003 survey
Oh,
suggesting
wow.
a third of Scotland's US visitors thought haggis was a kind of animal.
No, go
guys.
easy on the wee one. His
That looks like a
father's gonna go crazy and chop them all into haggis.
That looks like shepherd's
haggis?
pie.
Boy, you read my thoughts.
Number 1. Beans on toast. This classic dish is arguably the nation's favourite, with Brits getting through a staggering 2 million tins of beans every single day.
Okay, let's talk beans on toast real quick, okay? So I've seen this exact thing, the toast with the beans poured over it. I know beans are a big thing in a traditional English breakfast. I know that you get toast, you get beans, you eat the beans on the toast more than likely, right? So I just recently met a young man who works at a store here in Massachusetts, and him and I got talking. Real cool guy, and we were talking about beans on toast, and I told him, I don't really like beans, as I said earlier with kidney when I thought it was kidney beans. I'm not a fan of any kind of bean, really. I'm kind of weird because I love lima beans, but most people hate those. But I'm not a big fan. And he told me, he said, the problem is you've only eaten American beans. American beans, like I've said thousands of times in previous videos, America seems to be just put sugar in everything to make everybody happy. And he said you have to get true Heinz English beans, because we have Heinz over here, but I've never seen these ones. True Heinz English beans with tomato sauce, and they're absolutely delicious on toast. So, I'm not going to rule it out yet until I can get a hold of a can of these, and I will try beans on toast. As soon as I find a can or get a hold of a can, I will try beans on toast. I'll probably live stream it on like a Saturday morning over here and hang out and taste it and see with all you guys what I think. So, I haven't ruled it out yet, folks, because it's different from what he told me.
Baked beans are also often eaten as part of a fry-up or on jacket potatoes, but in the hearts of the great British public, nothing beats simply adding them to toast. Or, if you're feeling particularly adventurous, you could always grate a little cheese on top. Considering the meal's simplicity, it's fair to say that most non-Brits struggle to understand the reason for its immeasurable popularity.
When I lived in Florida, HP sauce was on the table of every restaurant. In Massachusetts, I can't find it anywhere. That shit's awesome too. That's the end of the video. HP sauce. Mwah. Oh, I love that stuff. That's what I used to eat on Scotch Eggs, HP sauce. And, man, I had to talk a little bit in and out there. Those things all looked amazing. Spotted dick, I would love to try sometime. I thought it was going to be a fish dish because I thought there was a fish called a dick. So I thought spotted dick would be something with fish. I was very surprised to find out it's a dessert. I'm going to end it here, folks. Those foods looked awesome. I can't wait to come see you guys. Who's on the train with me? Huh? Who's going on the train? One day we try all 10 of them. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll break it into 2 days. I don't know. I don't mean an actual train. I mean just a train, walk, ride, whatever, around a bunch of different places to try them all. Listen, I'm sorry so much stuff's getting blocked right now. I just got to keep finding the stuff that's going to get through. It's okay if they take the money. Just let me show it, you know? You guys have a great night. Until next time, Squirrel out.
I really hate your fucking guts, and I'm